Hello everyone. This chapter is about eNodeB product auxiliary devices. We are going to introduce different types of cabinets and auxiliary devices and how they can be combined flexibly together with BBU, RF unit to become various types of eNodeB production. So, this table listed 5 main eNodeB base stations and the responding cabinet. The first two are indoor BTS, BTS 3900 and 3900L. These two BTS have specific cabinet, BTS 3900 LTE cabinet and BTS 3900L LTE cabinet. The following two are outdoor macro BTS, and the last one is distributed DBS 3900. We can discover here these three types of base station. They don't have specific cabinet. They can combine different types of cabinet flexibly. So next, I will introduce each cabinet one by one. First is for the indoor BTS 3900. There are 3 different types of cabinet responding to different power input. The first with a power input minus 48 volts. Second power input is 24 volts. And the third with AC power. So you can find the difference between these two cabinets is at the bottom, this part. For these two cabinets have PSU, power supply unit, to convert different types of power to be minus 48 volts. So for sure, the first cabinet no need this PSU model because it's already minus 48 volts. Well, we need to pay attention that for this AC power supply cabinet, here has one more PMU to monitor and management power system. This BTS 3900 can provide the space for installation of 6 RFU here and also have space for 1 BBU box. Let's check another indoor eNodeB, BTS 3900L. L means large. We can discover here the cabinet almost double size compared with 3900. Here we have 2 sub-rack for the installation of RFU. Totally support 12 RFU in this cabinet and have space for 2 BBU. This BTS 3900A is one type of outdoor macro BTS. We mentioned before that it can combine different types of cabinet listed here, APM30H or TMC11H as the power supply and also to install BBU. And at the bottom, we need one RFC to install RFU unit. Also, you can choose whether using the IBBS 200D or 200T to provide backup battery. Now have a look about this RFC cabinet. Here have the space to install 6 RFU. And the top is one DCDU, DC power distribution box. And position 2 is one fan box. BTS 3900AL. This BTS is one large BTS compared with 3900A, also outdoor macro BTS. So we can see this cabinet, the size is very big. It can totally support 18 RFU. This BTS 3900AL is the main cabinet for 3900AL LTE eNodeB. Well, you can choose whether use IBBS 700D or 700T or TMC11H as optional. Well, for the distributed base station 3900 LTE, we can choose different types of cabinets listed here. Similar like BTS 3900A, we can choose APM30H or TMC11H as power cabinet and to install BBU. And we can choose 200D or T to provide the backup battery. This IFS06 is indoor floor support to install RRU inside the equipment room, while OCB is one auxiliary device to convert the power cable. This is appearance for APM30H. We can see it with the height 700 mm and the length 600 mm. So the size is not so big, can support easy installation and transportation. This is the internal structure of the APM30H. At the top is one fan model, except the fan also built in the HPMI board, which connect with the external sensors like door sensor, water sensor. And the CMUA is Central Monitor Unit Type A. It's used to monitor the fan running status and the cabinet temperature. The position 2 is used to install SLPU, Lightning Protection Unit. And here is the position for PSU, Power Supply Unit. Convert the power to be minus 48 volt. And we need one PMU installed here to monitor and manage the power and battery system. Decide whether charge or discharge the battery. Inside this PMU model has one port, COM-in, connect with the BBU UPEU port monitor port, then can report alarm collected on the PMU to our BBU. The position 4 is EPS, to distribute the power to internal models and also to external equipment like RRU. And position 5 is for installation of BBU. 6 is the EMUA, Environmental Monitoring Unit, as optional. And 8, 9 is AC heater, SOU, respectively. SOU provide the outlet for the maintenance guy can connect the computer or the equipment here, get the power. Now have a look about this IBBS 200D. This 200D at the front door, here position 1 is the fan, dissipate the heat. And the position 2 is one CMUA, central monitoring the cabinet temperature and the fan status. This cabinet can install 8 groups of battery. IBBS 200T, different with 200D, is here, is using TEC cooling. It's not fan model. So this cabinet can provide better function for the heat dissipation. We normally suggest for the hot region. TMC11H. This transmission cabinet can totally provide 11U high and installation space with heat exchanger. So here let's check the structure. At the top, for sure, is a fan model. The same with APM30H, have HPMI and CMUA. The same with APM30H, here is SLPU, Lightning Protection. Position 3 is DCDU, DC power distribution. And position 4 can install BBU. So if your region is using DC power supply, we can choose this TMC to install BBU. No need APM30H. IFS 06, this is indoor floor installation support. The RRU can install here. This picture shows there are totally 6 RRU installed on the support, and at the bottom we can install BBU. This OCB box is used to convert large core diameter power cable to thin diameter power cable. The power cable that shipped together with RRU is thin diameter power cable. So if the RRU is installed far away from the power supply equipment, so the shipped power cable not enough to get power from the power equipment, then send to RRU. Like the high-speed rail or high-speed road, this kind of site, RRU normally installed like 10 km far away from the power equipment. So on this condition, we need one OCB connect near the RRU to provide the power to the RRU. Well, till now we introduced the auxiliary devices for the normal sites, macro site and GBS 3900. For the blade site, we know the main component is blade BBU and blade RRU. Well, they installed on the tower, so for the auxiliary devices of blade site, we need a special power model, OPM50M, and a special battery backup model, IBBS20D, and this SPM is used to protect AC power. So all these 3 models can be installed on the tower together with blade BBU and blade RRU, become the blade site solution. OPM50M, the appearance looks like one blade RRU, and it can provide load 0, load 4 DC power for the RRU and BBU. And at the bottom, we can connect to external environment monitoring devices. IBBS20D, this battery backup system almost half size compared with IBBS200D. And here is one fan. It can support on-pole installation. SPM60A is used to protect the AC power equipment, like the OPM50M or the AC RRU. So that's all for this chapter's content. Let's have a summary. We introduced the indoor to BTS 3900 and 3900L, the responding cabinet, and the outdoor BTS distributed base station, the cabinet, and auxiliary devices. Also, we introduced the blade side auxiliary devices like the OPM50M, IBBS20D, and OPM60A. So, next chapter, we will continue introduce typical configuration of eNodeB. Thanks for your time.